Hey, bloodbags, the real vampire, Dracula, is here to tell you about some more disturbing facts about your history that your woke teachers won't let you know. All right, you've heard of the Salem witch trials. Did you hear about the Rhode Island vampires? Okay, of course not. Late 1800s, tuberculosis, it comes a knocking at the door, and what your grandpa probably called the consumption. Okay, this hits Connecticut, Vermont, and Rhode Island. Like most well-educated, God-fearing people, they had no idea what it was, so they just assumed it was vampires. Their history books were like 8 pages. Naturally, vampire hunts became a thing in Rhode Island, so when members of this family starts dying off of the consumption, one after the other, the townspeople, they decide that someone in the family must be feeding on them and should be a vampire. We're going to have to deal with it because no one else will. Even after the mother, Mary Brown, and her 2 daughters had died, the townspeople decided, let's exhume the bodies. Let's take the time and dig up all these bodies because, there's no cable TV. One of them might be a vampire, who knows? The 19-year-old daughter, Mercy, had died much more recently than her family members, so her body, was ripe and in much better condition. Her heart even had some of the decayed blood, a sure sign of vampirism, according to the church-going vampire experts of Rhode Island. So, to prevent her from hunting again, they burned her heart and liver and mixed the ashes with water because, you need to dilute vampire blood like it's a cheap chicken broth. Then, they gave the vampire food hack to another infected townsperson as a cure. Yeah, that didn't work. But, those old people who believed in vampires and witches, they also wrote your Declaration of Independence, so have fun with that, meatbag. Anyway, if you want to know more history about your world, buy my book, all right? It is on Amazon and burnmartinmedia@gmail.com. Now, go to bed, meatbag.
In the shadows embrace, ancient and planned, no fear on his face. Hunters on the move, with stakes and a cross. Where Dracula laughs, he knows who's boss. Count Dracula stands